This stock is going to be the #1 stock to watch today as the volume after hours is going crazy. This stock is up 40% right now, and I'm going to tell you guys something that not a lot of people on YouTube right now, even if they may be talking about this stock, they're not talking about the 2x leverage on this stock, which is actually up 80% right now, guys. And welcome back to the Stock Sales channel, guys. This is a stock that I have talked about previously on this channel. This was the subject of a massive coordinated short effort. Hindenburg Research put out a huge short report on this stock, citing a lot of irregularities in their accounting firms. But as I reported in that last video, they dropped their accounting firm, and a lot of people didn't know, we were in the dark about what was going to happen with the accounting firm. Well, they just released news after hours saying that they've hired a new accounting firm, and unfortunately this company was on track to be delisted from the NASDAQ, which means that this stock was going to be going to the OTC, the pink sheets like the penny stocks are on. But they've come up with a plan. They've asked for an extension to not be delisted from the NASDAQ exchange, and I want to go into the actual news and show you guys the chart, show you guys the 2x leverage, because I didn't know until tonight that there even was a 2x leverage on this stock. In my last video, I didn't cover that. So let's get into this, guys, and take a look, because this is definitely going to be the most volatile ticker today, I predict, because the last time I talked about this stock, it was crashing and the volume was going crazy. And now after hours, it's already up quite a bit with that 40%. So I think that day traders, swing traders, momentum traders are going to be looking at this stock. All eyes are going to be on this big board, as traders are definitely interested in the AI, the chip makers. So let's get into this ticker, guys. And guys, as the title states, the stock that we are going to be talking about today is Super Microcomputers, SMCI. Now, this has been a super active stock even before after hours today, because traders saw that this stock took a huge nosedive after that Hindenburg research report, where Hindenburg really had some nasty allegations. Now, if you go back and watch my last video on SMCI, I explained in detail the Hindenburg allegations. And guys, unfortunately, if you're a huge long on this stock, if Hindenburg releases a short report, I know that this isn't a popular thing to talk about, and they are a shorting company, that they seek to make money from shorting, but they also seek to, expose irregularities. And this has been proven that they were actually correct, that their auditing was, very shady, which is one of the reasons that they have hired this new auditing firm. Now, the reason that this stock was going to be going delinquent was the fact that they haven't filed their quarterly reports, which if you're on the NASDAQ, that's definitely a no-no and definitely a cause to be delisted from the NASDAQ and end up on the pink sheets, where they're a little bit more liberal about those kinds of rules, and they might allow you to miss some quarterly filings and still remain on the market. There's a lot of delinquent tickers on the OTC market that still trade because they're a little bit more lenient. But now it seems that SMCI has gotten their stuff together. They've hired an auditor, and they've asked for a 180-day extension to remain on the NASDAQ. Now, the reason why this stock is such a hot watch right now is because it's so beaten down. I mean, this stock, after they did a split, they did a share split where, it was trading like $1,000 a share, and then they did a 10-for-1 split, I think, and then it began trading at the $100 price point, but it was sitting at just $20 going into the close today, guys, and now sitting, a little bit over $30. I want to get into the 2x leverage ticker, because who knew that there was even a 2x leverage ticker, guys? Who knew that we needed such a thing? There's these leverage tickers with Tesla, with NVDA. So it really just adds another element, another exciting element to these stocks. If you're a long, that just gives you so much more opportunity to make money on such a beaten down stock, such a really shorted stock. And if you're a short, I mean, it gives you the opportunity to, do the same thing, to make money on the stock going down just at a 2x rate, as opposed to playing the normal stock where obviously you'd only get 1x your money. But let's get into the actual news, guys. Now, like I said, guys, taking a look at the news, they are planning to support a request for an extension of time to regain compliance with the NASDAQ continued listing requirements. And the company believes that it will be able to file its annual report, Form 10-K, for the fiscal year for June 30th, 2024, and its quarterly 10-Q fiscal quarters to become available to the NASDAQ staff to grant. So basically, they're asking for an extension, and they're saying, look, we know we messed up. We know our previous auditing firm walked away, but now we're willing to make it right. This is not some nothing company. It's a massive, big, it formerly had a really nice share of the market cap, which is of the AI market cap, which is what makes this stock so attractive to, traders who are looking for a bottomed out play. So guys, this is definitely a breath of fresh air for the company and for the investors who previously thought, hey, this might end up on the gray sheets, on the pink sheets, where if that happened, there were a few other tickers that we've seen where they've gone from big board status, trading on the NASDAQ, to trading on the penny stock market, and they've just crashed because once it becomes a stock that's on the OTC markets, no one really wants to trade it, and that also really limits the amount of institutional investors that can buy a stock. So if they regain compliance with the NASDAQ and they continue trading on it, that's a pretty big deal for the company in terms of the shareholder base. Guys, now to the chart where SMCI is up 39%, basically 40% after hours, as of the after hours closing. But look at this stock, how beaten down it is. Like, look at the 1-year chart. It hit a high of $116 on the 1 year, beaten down all the way to the $20 mark after the Hindenburg research report. So such a huge nosedive. And now they are hoping that they can turn this company around. But it's going to be really interesting to see, because shouldn't this company be compliant anyway with the standard compliance, the reporting of their financials? So I don't know if this is such a huge news, but it's definitely a cause for the stock to be shooting up after hours. And I want to see how crazy this gets, because look, the volume was already 157 million shares as of the after hours close. So it's already over double the average volume just today alone. So let's see, this stock is going to be super active today. But before I go, I definitely want to look at SMCX, which is the 2x SMCI, which is up 81% after hours, guys. It just mimics whatever SMCI does ×2. So that's pretty crazy. But if you thought SMCI was beaten down bad, look at SMCX. This was trading at almost $400, guys. And now it was trading as of today or a couple days ago below $20 at the $17 mark, now shooting up after hours to $46.19. And if this wasn't degenerate enough, guys, go to the options, because why would you stop at 2x leverage when you can trade options on the 2x leverage? So that just gives traders, the longs and the shorts, another opportunity to make crazy amounts of money on this stock as it has massive fluctuations today. Guys, I think this is going to be the #1 ticker to watch. I think that all the traders are going to be watching this, all the longs, all the shorts. The volume should get absolutely crazy on this one. Guys, let me know what you think of this stock. Are you buying it? Are you a short? Let me know, guys, and keep it right here to the Stock Sales channel, where I bring you the latest breaking news in the stock market, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.